curry. Uncle Sam's curry. Aakash, Kathleen.
October 18th, 2009, 4:30 p.m. Chicago O'Hare International Airport. A 24-year-old guy, tired and exhausted after a long international flight, steps into a cab, and these are the first words that he hears. "Hey man, are you coming from the same country in which people have long and confusing names?" This guy, I said to myself, "Oh boy, welcome to Uncle Sam's land, the great United States of America." Mr. Contest Chair, fellow Toastmaster, and most honored guests. Since that first encounter, I've had several experiences, sometimes exciting, sometimes not so exciting, about the various culture and the perceptual differences between the people of the United States and India. And unlike Mr. William Shakespeare's what's in the name philosophy, everything starts with the name. So in US, people believe in simplicity when it comes to a name. Mike, John, simple, right? Patrick, ooh, fancy. Whereas now in India, it's totally different. People have an inclination towards long and convoluted names. Aakash, Ashok, Mulchan, Chablani. What? That's just one name? And to all the Mikes and Johns out here, I envy you. Yes, I do. Why? Because in my entire engineering school days in US, I was the only one whose name was never called. So a typical roll call would go something like this. Mike, here. John, here. A long pause and a frown. Yeah, that'd be me. Next, another most common and infamous traits about the Indians here is their thick accent. Which, by the way, I never noticed while I was in India. So one day, one of my friends, Mike, he dropped by my place when my mom and dad were here on a vacation. So my dad tried to break the ice and he asked, "Hey, are you comfortable?" Excuse me, what? I said, "Are you comfortable?" No, sir, not for table. I just came here for tea." And if you don't believe this, just call your customer care center today. Or even better, just walk into a 7-Eleven and you'll know what I'm talking about. And by the way, I just felt it's weird to fake your own accent. Another thing which fascinates people here about Indians is their concept of arranged marriages. I'm not making it up, it's a real thing. About 70% of the marriages in India are still arranged, where a guy and a girl get like exactly 15 minutes to decide their future life partners. 15 minutes. When I told this to my friend Mike, he was like, "In US, a pizza delivery guy gets more time than this dude." And on top of this, there's a lot of fuss here about Indian wedding ceremonies. So sometime back, I invited one of my friends over to attend an Indian wedding. He was like, "Oh my God, this is so beautiful, amazing, full of colors." After 2-3 hours, he was like, "Oh my God, when is this gonna end?" Yes, because a wedding ceremony in US would usually last for a couple of hours, but in India, the show runs for 2 to 3 days, and sometimes even more. Some time back, there was a survey which was conducted in some of the major cities of the United States to know what first comes to mind when someone says India. There were quite a lot of interesting responses. Gandhi, food, culture, and then there were some even better interesting responses. Elephants. Yes, elephants are still used as the most prominent public transportation mechanism in India. We swipe our ETA, Elephant Transit Authority cards, and just hop on. Next, another most noted point was dart heads. Different people have different notion about dart head shape. Tradition? No. Fashion? Seriously? What are we like, Adam and Eve? Let me give you the real reason behind those darts. Those darts are actually used by Indian men as a scratch-off game. On their wedding nights, they scratch it off to really know whether they won a motel or a gas station. And the most interdisciplinary response in their entire survey was the famous Indian henna. And only Indians can do this. 122 languages in your entire nation, and a typical Indian response to a question for a yes would be, no, I don't know. Nevertheless, in midst of all these perceptions and differences, I just love the open acceptance of these two cultures. After all, we have gladly accepted the public shutdown of the government of two countries. In fact, both of the citizens of both of the countries are more concerned about these governments being starting up. I just love the fact that an Indian can now become Miss America. And finally, I'm proud to be a part of these cultures. This perfect blending, this perfect mixture is what I call my Uncle Sam's Good.